In the book, you actually talk a lot about, I think, Steve's complex relationship with those other human beings in the sense of not letting them join boards for the most part, but also believing in wanting to perpetuate the culture and training that the next generation. Can you talk about that?
Yes. So a few things. You know, he did not want to know. He did not want Apple people to be engaging in outside activities, activities outside of Apple. I mean, going to church and playing tennis were fine if you had time, but he didn't want senior executives serving on boards of directors of other companies. He didn't like the idea of any employees having their names show up on the boards of nonprofits, for example. It would be advocating something and suggesting that Apple was somehow involved, even if the name wasn't there, and also that their time was going to be challenged. Very important to note that Tim Cook, for many years, was the sole exception to this rule, because he's been on the board of Nike for several years, and that was, you know, I can't prove this, but I believe that was clearly a way of Jobs rewarding him, number one, for his, you know, his service, and number two, broadening his horizons. Think about how different Tim Cook is from Steve Jobs. He's a completely different person. And so if I can engage in a bit of psychobabble for a moment, I think it would have been very difficult for Jobs to have tolerated being succeeded by someone like him. And I think it softened the blow to promote and be succeeded by somebody who was so different from him in every single way. And yeah, I think,
and you think that's one of the reasons why their relationship worked so well when Tim was COO
yes.
too, right?
There's no doubt. I think they did not get in each other's way. It's not to say, I'm sure Steve Jobs yelled at Tim Cook.